I'm here with a Presto PopLite hot air popcorn popper. Let's check it out. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. So I have a small hot air popcorn popper that I don't like using for a few reasons. The first reason is because it blows the popcorn like all over the place. Sometimes it even shoots out unpopped kernels. I feel like I have to wear safety glasses when I use it. You can literally get hit in the face with an unpopped piece of popcorn, which can be dangerous. Also, it shoots the popped popcorn like all over the place. You have to really like catch it into a bowl. And the next thing that I don't like about it is the quality of the popcorn itself. I feel like the popcorn always ends up chewy instead of crispy. So I'm hoping that the popcorn comes out better in this hot air popper because it is designed differently. I got this on Amazon. I paid about $35 for it. This is what it looks like when you first open it. There's the popper. So it comes with these two sections. So on the right, we have the actual popper. And then on the left, we have, I guess it's like a large bowl that goes on the top of this. And on the top, it says max fill a quarter cup. So this is where you'd put the popcorn. This is the part that heats up. And then this part fits on top like that. And supposedly the top of this comes off. Yeah, so they say when you pop it, you want to make sure that you take the lid off the top of it because that way there's good airflow. So I'm gonna wash these pieces and then let's make some popcorn. And it appears that the cord wraps around like the bottom of this, which is actually pretty nice for storage. So there is no on and off switch on the appliance itself. When you plug it in, it just starts running. So I'm gonna let this run for a little bit just to cook off any kind of, maybe there's some kind of chemical coating or something, I don't know. Whenever I get new appliances, I like to let them run just for a little while, just to burn off any kind of coating that might be on them. I just ran this for about 5 or 6 minutes. I just put some popcorn in. I did not measure it. I just kind of put it so it's almost full. Let's put the top on. They say don't run it without the top on, and then let's plug it in again. They say you want to unplug it when it's a few seconds between the kernels popping. So I'm gonna grab a bowl. And now how do you flip this over? Okay, the handles stay pretty cool. And you just flip it over like that, and then the top comes off. And here's the popcorn. it made a good amount of popcorn, and I'm not really seeing unpopped kernels here, so that's interesting. Let's give it a taste. It's bland because there's nothing on it. With the other hot air popper that I have, what I have to do is pop the popcorn, and then I put it on like a baking sheet, and then I stick it in the toaster oven, and then I just heat it up in the toaster oven a little bit, which dries it out, makes it crispier. So I don't know if this is so chewy that you'd have to do that. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on it. We'll see how it is now. Yeah, that definitely helps it. Maybe if you let it sit a few minutes and cool down, it becomes crispier. Yeah, not bad at all. That was super quick. And I think over time, something like this could definitely help me save money when I'm having a popcorn craving. Instead of buying bags of like lesser evil popcorn, which is my favorite, I could easily just make some of my own popcorn, and I'm going to have a nice serving size. I think this is a really good serving size. They say that this popper holds about 8 cups of popcorn, and I probably made a little bit less than a whole, so maybe this is like 6 cups of popcorn. It's much better than me sitting down and eating a big bag of popcorn. And of course, if I wanted to, I could melt some butter or add any other seasonings that I wanted to this popcorn. They say you definitely do not want to add any kind of butter or oil or any kind of flavorings or anything like that to the hot air popper itself, just because it's going to affect how it works and it can be dangerous. So you always want to add any kind of seasonings or anything that you want to add after it's popped. This popcorn really came out pretty good. So today is the second day of having this popcorn popper, and I made the mistake of trying to pop it and leaving this lid on. I totally forgot to take this lid off the top of it. So what happened was it created enough force to kind of move this plastic bowl cover around, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, but a few pieces of popcorn were like flying out the sides, so I really had to hold this down. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I have the top on. So I quickly took this off as soon as I remembered. The other thing that I noticed is that there were more unpopped kernels today, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I was like, oh, it's because the lid was on. So when you pop the popcorn with the lid on by mistake, the popcorn actually moves around a little bit differently, and there were more unpopped kernels. But I really enjoyed having popcorn as an afternoon snack yesterday. I work from home, so it's really nice to say, okay, I'm just gonna pop up some popcorn in the afternoon. Yesterday, I ate some plain with just a little bit of salt on it. Then I sprayed it with some olive oil and added some adobo seasoning. So today, I sprayed it with a little olive oil and I added some everything but the bagel seasoning. Let's give it a try today. Really good. It is now my third day in a row of making popcorn. I've become addicted to this little popcorn maker because it is just so quick and easy to make popcorn, and it is so delicious. So let's try it again today. Let's do it the right way without the plastic cover on top. So I'm just gonna put this bowl here with the handle. I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, the popcorn is done. Let's see what's going on here. Let's turn it over. Much better today without the lid. And here's the popcorn. It looks really good. This is definitely the most that I've popped in one day. I don't know if you noticed, but I really filled that little well in the center with a lot of popcorn. It was kind of almost overflowing. And now it's just about overflowing this bowl that I have. So I'm going to enjoy this as an afternoon snack today. I'm going to spray it with some olive oil. What should I season it with today? Yesterday I did everything but the bagel. The day before that I did adobo. Today I'm going to use this Trader Joe's Pizza Sprinkle Seasoning Blend. So it'll be like pizza flavored popcorn. I really need to get a bigger bowl so I could like toss the popcorn in the seasoning better. Pretty good. This is now like my 5th day with this popcorn popper, and I am addicted to it. Every afternoon, I find myself looking forward to making some fresh popcorn. It is so quick and easy to make, and it is really delicious. And I love that I can flavor it with anything that I want to. If I want to eat it plain, I can. If I want to add any kind of seasonings, I can. And I feel like I'm eating a nice, healthy snack. Definitely much healthier than buying bags of popcorn in the store. So I really like this Presto PopLite popcorn popper. The first day that I tried it, I wasn't very sure of it, but I've been using it every single day and I really, really like it. So I will put a link to this product on Amazon in the description below this video, also in the pinned comment if you want to check it out. If you like popcorn and healthy snacks, this is a really great little appliance. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.